can talk to... Oh. Let's heal up, so Fane looks a little bit more... well... alive.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak too? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it.
Thanks. Well, I guess I must be very alien to you, so what do you think of my people?
Oh, I think of them as little as possible. As much, I imagine, as you think of gadflies that buzz about you.
What a charming comparison.
Not that there is anything wrong with you, of course, just that you're, well, not all that impressive.
Lavender shrugs. You know, elves are no better or worse than any other race. Some races look at the cannibalism and horror, but for me, it's cultural and ritualistic.
As impeccably mundane as I have come to expect from this world. Regardless, further study will be required. In fact...
The skeleton pulls a notebook from his robes and starts scribbling. After a moment, he pauses and looks back to you.
Writing down what I said, or...?
Sorry, do carry on. Just act as you do in your natural environment. Simply pretend I'm not here.
Great. Like a zoo animal. So, this mask you're looking for, what is it exactly?
The Mask of the Shapeshifter? In my time, it was nothing more than a novelty. A toy, really. I crafted one for my child once. She spent the day trying to convince me that she was her mother, even though the face I used looked nothing like her.
I do wonder what kind of father Fane was. I don't know.
Of course, now that toy could be the difference between life and... well, it makes a difference. With that mask, I can shapeshift and walk through this world looking like any other simple mortal. I could look like a lizard, a dwarf, a human, any creature whose face I can procure.
How exactly did it work? Back in his time when there weren't any mortal races. Because, like... I mean, it's very hard to take the face of an Eternal, is it? Because they don't have faces. Just like skulls.
It certainly makes traveling through towns easier.
So, what I do wonder is, how do you feel about having to hide your true face every time in fear?
Fear? Please. Why would I fear these creatures?
We do it then.
It's a practical choice. Nothing more. Moving through this world is so much easier when you don't have to lecture some torch-wielding lunatics on the dangers of an open flame.
Mm-hmm. That's very interesting. So, how exactly do you craft a shape-shifting mask, exactly?
Oh, it's quite simple. One just acquires a face, a source orb, and combines the two to make a face mask.
Just acquire a face. No big deal.
Combining several of these single face masks along with a source orb will produce a mask of the shapeshifter.
Okay, so lots of source orbs and lots of faces. Ugh.
Frankly, I'm amazed everyone isn't doing it.
Maybe it's the face procuring part. Just a wild guess. I mean, maybe the reason is that there aren't that many spare faces lying around. At least where I'm from.
Oh, of course there are. How many hundreds of thousands of you people have died over the years?
But how long can you use a face? How deteriorated can it be?
Almost all of them seem to have been disposed of while still wearing perfectly serviceable faces. It's a terrific waste. Still, without the proper tool to remove the face from a corpse, I cannot take advantage of the many cadavers you're providing. So if you happen across anything that seems capable of ripping a face off a body, please do let me know.
Mm-hmm. So, I've been wondering, your people, this Eternals, what were they like?
Ah, this is perhaps the first intelligent question you have asked. After all, one should always try to learn from one's betters.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you just remembered you don't care. Biting back his tongue, Lavender decides to let him continue.
My people are a race far beyond anything that exists in the world today. We seek to master the secrets of the universe. We craft wonders to last through the ages, long after your crude tools have rusted to nothing.
So, I'm wondering, those everlasting wonders, where are they now? If they were built to last so long.
I do not know.
Uh-huh.
There are rumors that some have been found at the Black Pits, an oil field on Reaper's Coast. I was trying to uncover the truth when I was waylaid by these magisters. But wherever the artifacts of my people are, I will find them. We have not simply vanished into thin air.
I do wonder, what did they look like?
There is a great variety among our people. Some are tall and lithe, others short and muscled. Some come in a variety of eye-catching colors. Others you can barely see at all.
So, very differently.
This is what makes you such an abomination, you see.
Mm.
You look almost exactly like every other elf out there. Just as every human looks like every other human. Walking through this world is as repulsively bland as staring at a wall for a century. After a while, the very sight of you disgusts me.
Well.
No offense, of course.
You're keeping... You're using the present tense when you should be using the past tense.
No, I should not. Not yet. Not until I know what truly befell my people. And, after all, I am still here, despite the Voidwoken's best efforts.
I don't know, just wondering if the people are like him. I don't know if you want... Well, a people like that in the world. Like looking down on everyone else. So, I wondered, why are you so ignorant about the world?
Ignorant? I dare say I have a better knowledge of this world than any creature living in it. Oh, I may be missing some social mores or be unaware of what king waged which war, but why nitpick?
Well, you don't really seem to be a fan of history.
Your history is an interminably dull list of mortals that were born, achieved nothing of worth, and then died. Certainly one may have expanded his kingdom, or another invented some way of pickling fish, but what does it matter? Where will your kingdoms be in 100 years? In 1,000?
Where are your Eternals now?
They will all be dust, along with each and every one of your great heroes.
You are a scholar, aren't you? Doesn't this make your job kind of pointless?
Your people and nations come and go, mayflies screaming their importance at a universe that cannot listen. But the universe is always there. The laws that govern your states change over centuries, but the laws of the world... Even when my people walked this land, a dropped apple still fell to the ground. I have yet to see the mortal king that can decree all apples must fall up from their trees, or order fire to produce cold instead of heat.
Did the Eternals do that?
No, these laws stretch to infinity. Understanding them lets you understand the world.
Very scientific look.
That is
Also kinda
knowledge
ignorant.
worth having. Everything else is arguing over who has built the prettiest sandcastle as the waves creep closer.
Okay. So, Beast.
Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't be crying over it. Sailed away from my last island prison scot-free. No reason I can't do it again.
So, Beast, what would you say should be our next move?
I'm no people person, but I've had a run-in or two with magisters before, and let me tell you, most of them couldn't pour water out of a boot. One way or another we'll slip past them. Just keep your head to the ground. You'll get more than an earful of dirt, I promise.
I've noticed that you keep making frequent glances at the parchment you carry. So, what is written on it?
You noticed that, eh? Well, I'm a lot of
Don't let
things,
her.
but subtle ain't one of them.
Nope.
So, there's some things you ought to know about me. I'm sort of... kinda royalty. I mean, I never wore a crown. Not with diamonds in it, anyway. I once stuck a wreath on my head and... Oh, sorry. I need to stop with that whole tangent thing. Anywho, let's just get it out there. I'm a bastard. The literal kind. And the other kind. The royals weren't all great with me, and I weren't too great with them. To make an overlong story over short, I started the rebellion and got caught and exiled to an island prison. Like Fort Joy, but 10 times worse. I would have died there too, if one of Justinia's ships hadn't sailed so close. So, I kinda took it, and off I went. Cool, right?
Sounds definitely very daring.
And then I came upon the Victory. Nice ship. The royal sailors walked the plank as well as you could hope for. That's where I found the notes. Right there in the open. Next to the manifest.
So, that means you're a pirate?
I'm no pirate. I just play the part. I prefer revolutionary. Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it.
A revolutionary pirate?
Now let's see how quick I can tell you the rest. Queen Justinia's ordered some dwarf named Lohse to ambush a ship called the Peacemaker and take its cargo. Whatever's on it, she's using it against the rebels. She calls it Operation Downfall. Pretty ominous, eh?
Downfall doesn't sound too good.
So, yeah, hoping to find this Lohse fellow and stop the Operation Downfall thing. And there you have it. Tangent-free. Mostly. Well, not mostly. A little. Okay, not at all.
That's okay, Beast. I know how it is to be babbling. Hey, and last but not least, Lucy.
Hey. Hi.
So, I don't know, I ask everyone, so what do you think should we do now?
Easy. I'd say we get out of this place. Don't know how long they
Well.
plan to keep us here, but I'd rather not find out.
Yeah. You know, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Ooh, so serious. What's up?
I just wanted to know, how did the Magisters caught up with you? I mean, how did your souls manifest?
Well, I was giving this concert up on Overlook Hill. There was a great crowd. They were really feeling it.
Yeah, because Lohse is a bard.
But I guess it was too good. I had me a little source flare-up. Everyone went a bit, I don't know, wild, rabid. I snapped out of it before anyone got hurt, but the Magisters caught me backstage afterwards. Least I went down doing what I loved.
You just said you were a musician, right? So, know any good songs?
Course I do. What's your poison?
You know, I'd love to hear an original, something with a little more heft than the same old tavern jingles.
A man after my own heart. I've got one in the works right now, actually. Been writing it on a hand harp, but I could try it unaccompanied.
Lohse sways to the left and claps twice, as though clearing the air. Her eyes flutter shut, lips set in a serene smile, and she starts moving to an inaudible rhythm. A faint hum moves with the rhythm low and clear. It sounds like a river, like a whistle, like nothing else.
Sorry, I'm rusty, I guess. From the top. You and me, we need... Oh.
Doesn't sound too healthy.
I can't.
You know, hesitation is a strange look on you. And Lavender places a hand on her arm. You're right.
It's nothing. Let's keep moving. The sooner I find a way to get this bloody thing out of my head, the better.
You know, I was just wondering, is the voice in your head saying anything, like, right now?
Nope. This one doesn't talk to me. It talks through me. You'll know it when you see it.
Wow. You know, your eyes are unnaturally dark. Was it always that way, or...?
How very sweet of you to notice. I know, it's weird. One of the many side effects of the visitor upstairs.
She drums on her forehead with 2 fingers, smiles grimly, and shrugs.
They used to be blue. Oh well.
It's really hard to see in the portrait. I don't know if they changed it actually. You know, kind of suits you. Has some character.
She bats her eyelashes at you in an exaggerated flutter, then bursts out laughing and punches your arm.
Haha, character. I like that. I'm gonna use that. If I can say nothing else for my current companion, at least I can say it gave me a bit of character. So what's it like, being alone in your head?
That's a very good question. You know, it's kind of boring answer, but I'm not sure. I've never known any alternative.
Same story here.
I guess, depending on who's accompanying you, it can be quite interesting. Oh. Saltwater crocodile. They're a level above me, so, nope. Crocodile 3. Could go and kill the turtles. Also, I mean, we're still level 2. But, we're more people. Strength in numbers. Quantity over quality. Or something like that. Because we really need some XP to become a little bit stronger. I'm not too sure about where Sebille is. Our last companion. Hidden alcove. Oh no, now I have to convince everyone. To go through the poison. I was kind of hoping that underneath the crate we would have like a dry spot. Yeah. Hey, is that everyone? Where's my cat? Cat waiting down here? No. I wonder what happened to it. But since that's a common issue, I also have a mod for that. And revive it. And apparently, black cat. Okay. It's pet on stage. 217. Okay, so it's just waiting somewhere. Okay. Problem for future Lavender. Another quick save. And let's just hope we can do it this time. You know, we might use the time for a bit of better placing. Not just stand all together so they can just blast at us. So, one who's ranged should be, I don't know, getting some high ground or something. Ifan also doesn't need to be out on the field. Going here. And that is our...
What's happening to these turtles?
I wonder what actually triggered that. But well. Okay, Lohse is not in fight for whatever reason. So we're going to use that to our advantage. Ah, see, now they have a different condition. Now it's eye for an eye. Here we go. Did that work? It did. There's still very little damage, but oh well. Ifan. Okay, they're a little bit vulnerable to fire. And since no one of them has vertical armor, we're just going to attack every time the same one. There we go. That will be bad. Okay, that was not as bad as I expected it to be. There we go. Can I throw that far? I think I will just wait. Also, if they are closer together, I can use the bouncing shields nicer. Oh, it reminds me, I can actually fall back. I can delay my turn. My head is still kinda stuck to Balls Get Free and D&D rules. Unifying touch is nice. Come on, slip, slip, slip. Turtle's Kiss. Go here on the oil or on the ice. Let's try out oil. Next elemental totem. There we go. That's not really one. Target this one. I think we might also have just like had very, very bad luck with the statuses they got. But this battle now seems way better and we're still in the first turn. Okay, they are still exploding. Go with encouragement, or yeah, encourage. I really want to make you slip, but if it's just 6 damage, it won't do anything. Come on, let's hope for the best. Yes, nice. And I don't want to approach you, so we're going to take a healing potion. Okay, it was good to take the potion. Ah, she survived. Nice. Go. See? 20% high damage. Advantage. Now he's shackled.
Healing.
Damn slowed. It slows you down. Who would have thought? The bad thing is that the Trials of Pain switched, and the Red Prince surely will die. Take out this one first. Wow. Come on, here we go.
Prepare yourself.
And let's cool things off. Bye, Red Prince. Okay, he's stunned. Yeah, shocked is always the first one, and you need to do something more to get them stunned so that they actually lose a turn. Hi, Ifan. The Mosquito Swarm and just Decaying Touch is of course low range. Go. Ah, come on. I have to get just a little bit. I can touch it. You see that? Come on, game. Hitbox. Okay, Laser was stunned. I'm just hoping that we will survive this. Right, Ifan? Hey! Yeah, with the bed rolls you can also revive. But we did it! Improved, adapted, and overcame. Let's see if they have anything interesting with them. Who'd you give them to? In general, I try to give the nicer armor to the people who are usually in the front rows. That's Claw. Let's take that ourselves, so we actually have ranged attacks as well. Go. Wonder if the turtles killed the poor guy. Soggy diary. Just not here. Doesn't seem like it will be too bad. On somewhere quiet to sleep. Bring enough dry bread, you asked me. When all this blows over, I'll be happy to say I survived it in comfort. A group of dumb brutes shook me down for my bread. I'll have to get smart if I want to eat. But an old fisherman named Red taught me how to make a net. Red's gone. Them brutes took my net. At least the meanest one took the night. Getting hungry. I always was a strong swimmer. Waters around here are pretty glassy. Can't be much more than a few miles to the shore. Can it? Oh gosh. I'm afraid he drowned.
Swallowed too much seawater by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an
exhaustion.
escape by sea in these waters.
Just shows how desperate people are. Crafty weaponry. Bows. Concise pamphlet on how to effectively combine a length of string with a stick, club, or branch in order to create a bow. The length of the piece of string is unspecified. Long enough. What level 1? You know, just take this one along until we get to Sebille. Hey, nice. Oh, and we can get here on the ship. Up here.